Hey viewers, welcome to today's class. In today's video, we're going to talk about properties of probability. We are going to talk about 5 properties of probability. Property 1 states that a probability always have a numerical value between 0 and 1. This means that the probability of any event cannot be less than 0 and cannot be greater than 1. Hence, the reason you would observe that most probability values are always between 0 and 1. For example, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, and so on. So that is the first property of probability. The moment you get a probability value greater than 1, know there is something wrong with your calculation. Property 2 states that the probability of a certain event is 1. For example, if event A is a certain event, it means that the probability of event A occurring is equal to 1. We can also go further to say that it means that the probability of any event whose outcome is sure is equal to 1. For example, if a bag contains only green balls, then the probability of randomly choosing a green ball is going to be equal to 1, because it is very certain that a green ball will be picked. Property 3 states that the probability of an impossible event is equal to 0. An event whose probability of occurrence is 0 is called an impossible event. For example, if the probability of being involved in an accident is 0, it means that the event would never happen. There are some events that cannot happen. The probability of such events is equal to 0. Examples of events whose probability is equal to 0 are the probability of rolling a pair 6-sided die and getting a 7. This is clearly impossible. Other events can be flipping a coin for as long as possible and getting heads every time. Something to keep in mind is that events with probability equal to 0 are not necessarily impossible, but rather they are very unlikely to occur. Property 4 states that if we add up the probability of each of the sample points in the sample space, then the total probability must be equal to 1. So let us look at an example. A bag contains 9 balls, 2 red balls, 3 orange balls, and 4 green balls. The probability of randomly selecting a red ball is equal to 2 over 9, while the probability of randomly selecting an orange ball is equal to 3 over 9. The probability of randomly selecting a green ball is equal to 4 over 9. Now, what property 4 is saying is that if we add up the probability of a green ball, probability of a red ball, and probability of a orange ball, it should be equal to 1. So let's try it out and see. 2 over 9 plus 3 over 9 plus 4 over 9. They all share the same denominator, so that will be equal to 2 plus 3 plus 4 all divided by 9. 9 over 9, which is equal to 1. So yeah, that's what property 4 is all about. Property 5 states that the probability that a particular event G will not occur is equal to 1 minus the probability that the event will occur. That is, the probability that event A will not occur is equal to 1 minus the probability that event A will occur. Let us look at some examples. A bag contains 50 balls, 15 red balls, 21 white balls, and 14 green balls. What is the probability of selecting a black ball? What do you think the answer would be? It is an impossible event, obviously. You can't pick a black ball from a bag that does not contain any black ball. Hence, the probability of selecting a black ball is equal to 0. A die is tossed. The probability of getting a head is 0.5. What is the probability of getting a tail? When a die is tossed, you'd either get a head or a tail. So if the probability of getting a head is 0.5, then the probability of getting a tail will be equal to 1 minus the probability of getting a head. That is 1 minus 0.5. So the probability of getting a tail is equal to 0.5. A 6-sided die is tossed. What is the probability of not getting a number less than 4? The sample space here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the probability of getting a number less than 4 is equal to 3 over 6. The numerator 3 was gotten from the 3 numbers found in the sample space that are less than 4, and the denominator 6 is gotten from the 6 outcomes in the sample space. So the probability of getting a number that is not less than 4 is going to be 1 minus the probability of getting a number less than 4. That's 1 minus 3 over 6, which is equal to 3 over 6. Therefore, the probability of getting a number that is not less than 4 is equal to 3 over 6, which is 1 over 2 when simplified. And the probability there is equal to 0.5. We are going to stop here for today. I hope you understood all you were taught. In the next lesson, we are going to talk about addition and multiplication law of probability. Thanks for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more.